Have you ever wondered why you have these feelings of inadequacy? And have you always feel like you have to earn your way into this world? And you always are not good enough, and you always must continue to improve to be better. Have you ever wondered, is that a natural state, or is that state programmed into you? Well, the truth is that state has been programmed into you through the school system, through the constant compulsory school method of rewarding and punishment. All through your school years, you are taught that you are inadequate, and it's programmed in. And when you do obey and show obedience, you are rewarded. So the only real success out there, or successful people out there, are obedient people. And that feeling that you have in your gut that I'm not good enough is synthetic. It's a toxic byproduct of a compulsory school system, all the way up from to college, to your PhD. You are still a obedience rewarded, and not the idea of you are fine just the way you are. You are accomplished. You are accomplished right from birth. You are good. You don't need to learn anything. You are totally arrived and achieved. And everything you do is great. Everything you do is excellent. So what you're looking at here in this artwork here is one of my favorite multimedia artists of all time. Seven is his name. And he would always be creating. He'd write poetry, he'd be painting, he'd be doing music, playing many instruments, creating albums of music, creating concerts, creating presentations everywhere on the street, in clubs, all around, always creating. And his biggest gripe was, why spend money on concerts? Or why support artists? Artists don't need support. Artists just need to create. So instead of buying concert tickets, instead of supporting artists and supporting this idea of professionalism, try to create art, write a poem, paint, sing, do a presentation. Continue to keep expressing yourself, and know that this is great because it's me just being myself, and this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. And then you'll see that this feeling of inadequacy, this feeling of when I get there, that empty feeling will start to dissipate, and you'll become more confident and more self-reliant on how you feel about your self-expression. And you wouldn't need to be compared to this professionalism that is pounded into us by the school systems, by our industrial culture, and that sinking feeling of being accepted by a peer group. You wouldn't need to be accepted by a peer group. You would be bringing your individuality to the peer group. And that's what peer groups need. They need individuals coming in, not copying, not being obedient, but to be an individual and bring a uniqueness of the individual. And that's what Seven's multimedia art is, a celebration of the individual, a celebration of creating art for the sake of creating art.